thank you for joining us. My name is Chelsea Goza, and I'm with the Henderson State University Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center. Today we're here interviewing Claire Gerke from Knit Unto Others about her business. So Claire, can you just tell us a little bit about Knit Unto Others and what made you decide to start this business?
Sure, Chelsea. Knit Unto Others is a retail yarn and knitting and crochet fiber shop. I started it about 8 years ago. I had been a teacher at Henderson, an adjunct in the English department for almost 20 years, and suddenly I wanted to do something different. And I did not have a very strong background in fibers or yarn or knitting. I didn't know a whole lot, and I'd never owned a business, but I just felt compelled to do this. I visited a shop where I came in, and a group of intergenerational women were knitting and seemed to be having a great time. They were doing charitable knitting for Children's Hospital, and I found out about some of the wonderful yarns they were using, and I just came home to Arkadelphia and told all my friends, we need a place like this. And so after I had talked about it for several months, they finally said, well, it's on you. You need to do this. And it was at a time when Arkadelphia was trying to be revitalized. The strategic plan was being implemented, and I really felt like this was something that I might be able to contribute to the community. And so I started doing research, and I found out where to purchase yarn and how to purchase yarn, and a little bit about how to run a business, which was kind of daunting. But in about 6 or 8 months, thanks to finding the location with the help of some friends, I opened the shop in August of 2007, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's interesting and good. That's a very good background story. Can you tell us a little bit about the day-to-day operations? What goes on daily?
Sure. The shop opens at 10 o'clock, and it varies. Some days are fairly quiet, but other days we have groups of folks who come and just sit around our table and knit and crochet and weave and spin. I teach lessons.
Okay.
All beginning knitting lessons are free if it's if we're someone on staff or one of our regulars is doing the teaching, and we have students from all ages. About 6, I guess, is the youngest, but then on up I've taught some 80-somethings to knit for the first time as well. And so sometimes we have groups come down from out of town. There are groups from North Little Rock and Hot Springs, and they bring a bus. There's a group at the North Little Rock Hayes Center that brings a big bus of 20-something knitters to visit, and they shop, and we just have a great time. It's a warm. The fiber community is a very warm community, so we have a good time together.
Well, good. So you do offer lessons, and you also teach.
Well,
and then what do you sell? You said
we sell all of the materials that you would need to knit, crochet, some weaving supplies, and some spinning supplies, which are kind of new to our shop. I don't spin or weave yet, but I fortunately have some customers who do, and who are willing to share their skills, and so we're kind of expanded into those areas. But we sell a wide variety of yarn, from pretty basic economical yarn to some luxury fibers like cashmere and alpaca and various things that just all kinds of pretties.
Well, yeah, we can see it's beautiful, nice and colorful here.
It is colorful. It's colorful.
So your location, you've mentioned you're in Arkadelphia.
Yes.
And being here at your business, I've noticed you're in downtown Arkadelphia.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit, maybe some benefits about being located in downtown Arkadelphia?
Well, I love downtown Arkadelphia, and we have had a great kind of growing community spirit in the past few years. We have worked hard with several groups through the Chamber, and then we have an affiliation with the Main Street Arkansas, and they have given us some assistance, and then even as a branch of that, we've formed a downtown merchants group that meets monthly, and so we've been able to support each other and kind of encourage each other. Also had the benefit of recently receiving a facade grant from the strategic plan program, and so we'll be getting some new awnings and sprucing up a little bit on the outside,
awesome.
make it look as happy outside as we feel inside. So I think being on Main Street is really important to part of my purpose, and being a downtown Arkadelphia merchant.
Yeah. Well, it's a great location, and downtown seems to be really thriving here in Arkadelphia.
It really
so we're
is.
happy about that. Great business. Have you had any challenges as a small business owner? I'm sure there's some things that come up that have seemed challenging.
There certainly are challenges, especially for this particular business, because there truly are not enough local fiber lovers to support a business, and so I do have to draw from other communities in the area, and so advertising, I think, is probably the greatest difficulty to overcome, and it's just hard to figure out how to promote yourself beyond the local area, but I have had some help with that from the Chamber and the Small Business Development Center, through learning more about social media and other methods of getting word about us out there. There's competition, of course, online, because even though we think you can only buy yarn locally when you can actually touch it, some people are certainly purchasing yarn and supplies online, so we have to make ourselves different. And so one thing that I've done is to focus on a little bit different aspect, and that's the fair trade aspect of some of my products. And so I've added some different things to promote goods that are made fairly throughout the world, and include some gifts as well, some fiber-related gifts that will maybe be unique and set me apart from some of the other businesses that are doing similar things.
Well, that's amazing. It's good to know that you're doing things and putting things in place to overcome those challenges, and you seem to be doing a wonderful job. So,
Thank you.
As a member of the Arkadelphia community, I just want to thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for allowing us to come and visit your business and talk to you about what you do. I know that our viewers will really appreciate learning about this, and I'm interested myself. So,
Well, we'd be very excited to teach you to knit or weave or crochet or spin.
I may be a huge case, but I would love it.